Y'all want to know what I live for? What I absolutely live for is that aha moment. I just woke up, so sorry if I got a little. Y'all know how when you wake up, you got the little cat butters. Cat butters. It's alright. And I live for this moment, the aha moment. That moment where, and this is not boasting in myself. Now, this is just boasting in God. That moment when, this is how I'm going to say it. That, I live for that moment when people be like, they feel as though they have a step above you or whatever. And this can apply all the way across the board. But for me, it's spiritually this moment right here, is spiritual. But for people who believe that they're superior or they're holier than thou, or basically they're feeling themselves or whatever, when they feel as though they're feeling themselves and they feel as though they're further along than you on a totem pole of theology or just spirituality as a whole. That moment when they be like, you see how God do me? You see how God do me? He don't do you like that. He don't do you like that. And I'm like, God loves everybody. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have no respect to persons. He loves everybody, and he doesn't love me any less than he loves you. Um, you know, yeah, he may hear from you all day long in the ways. Well, I'm not even gonna go there, but yeah, he loves everybody the same. We are all his children. He don't like none of the stuff that we do. When you go and you steal chicken wings at the restaurant, he don't like that. Just like he don't like when I go and I fornicate, or I go and I fornicate or whatever I do. What I do it. So a sin is a sin is a sin. Doesn't matter who does it. It doesn't matter how it's done. If it's a sin against God, he don't like it. So people have a tendency to feel as though they are more superior to you because of your walk of life or for whatever reason. It could be anything. It could be anything. So the aha moment for me is when I see somebody face, when I be like, when God speaks through me, and they know that God is speaking through me, and they're looking like, he talking to you? So I'm not the only one that he talked to? So what you telling me is that God talked to you too? Oh. So what you telling me is that when God talked to you, he just stops you in conversation and talks? You telling me that he just burst out of you in conversation and just talks? So you telling me I'm not the only one? That what you telling me? And I just stand there and be like, that's what I'm telling you. That's exactly what I'm telling you. Let me tell y'all something, man. Don't ever, 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 ever doubt your connection with God. If you know that 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 God speaks to you, don't allow anybody, I don't care if they speak it in tongues, if they speak it in Hebrew, if they speak it in Japanese, Chinese, or Hindu, if that's a language, if they got a Hindu, I don't know. I don't care what language they speak it in. I don't care what titles they have. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I learned this week in this week of church we've been having is that you get your title from your testimony. Your testimony brings you your title. If you don't have a testimony, you know what I'm saying, you don't have much of a title. Just like they say, faith untested is a faith that cannot be trusted. So people are going to doubt you. You're going to be the underdog sometimes. But don't ever allow anybody, I don't care who they are, I don't care if it's the head man himself, not God now, but like your bishop, pastor, leader, whoever, try to belittle you and make you feel as though God doesn't use you or he cannot use you, or just because he uses you differently that it's not as good as the way that he uses somebody else. God didn't say that you was all gonna have to speak in other tongues and all this other stuff like that all the time and be hollering and hooping all the time. That's not how God works. A lot of people don't hear hollering and hooping. A lot of people want to hear somebody talk to them in plain English and plain testimony and plain, hey, I've been there. Hey, let me tell you what God did for me. Hey, let me tell you this. Hey, let me tell you that. They don't respond to all the time. There's a place for it. You know what I'm saying? But God does things when he wants to, how he wants to. So let the Lord lead you. That's one more thing I'm going to say. I'm not the type of person to fake front, be a phony. If the spirit is on me, the spirit is on me. I'm not going to pretend for anybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's how sometimes you go through, you know how you go through service and you like, come on, if you ain't shouting, then you ain't got nothing to shout for. Or blah, 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 blah. It ain't that I don't have nothing to shout for. And it's not that I'm not appreciative of what God has done for me. I speak to God. I'm not here for show. I'm not here for you to watch me shout. I'm here to give my praises unto God, and I do that from my heart. You know what I'm saying? I do that from my heart. Me and him, we connect, we talk. It don't have nothing to do with you, or you. It's between me and God. When I come to church, ain't none of y'all here. It's between me and God. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little rant for this morning. About to go see my favorite girl. Pictures will be later on. Y'all know that. So, peace.